Hey, Alamo City Movie Talk fans. My name is Ryan T, aka the Ryan680.
And I'm Juan the Cook Cranium.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk. Movie talk for movie fans, moviegoers all over the world. This is our review for...
Mr. Rogers, won't you be my neighbor?
Yep, ladies and gentlemen, moviegoers all over the world. Woo! Let's go. Won't you be my neighbor? Yeah, that was my worst singing ever, right? Alrighty, guys, let's get started, Charlie. Get started. Bro.
There was so much nostalgia in this. I enjoyed it from beginning to end.
Yeah.
There was a big age gap for us at the screening. I'm not gonna say elderly. There was an older generation. There was our generation, and younger viewers.
Yeah.
And you can say, "Oh, I don't think I ever recall watching Mr. Rogers," but at some point in your life, Mr. Rogers touched your life.
Yes.
It was just great to see his beginnings.
Yes, it was,
and when he started.
Yeah, and then also just the way that this movie was structured was done very well. And then also remember, I was born we were both born in 1992. Of course, this was past his prime time.
It'd be all reruns by then.
Yeah, but still, even if he was filming at the time when he was making new episodes, I still did. I watched him probably like good 20 episodes probably, and it's just who he is. You know who Mr. Rogers is.
The theme song.
You know that he puts on his sweater every night. It's just everything. Just when he puts it on, and just that. The way he structured his show too was phenomenal. I did not know this. I didn't know this much about him before in my entire life until now. And all I gotta say is that he runs the show almost like Alamo City Movie Talk does, but not for children, of course. Oh, for all ages to go.
I didn't know he was married or had kids.
Yes, I didn't know that either. And just to see that too, just the relationship between when he was on set and off set, and when he was off camera and on camera, he was the same exact person.
Yeah,
that's all I wanted to do: make children happy, educate the
plain
education.
Simple
yes,
set, plain simple, dialogue.
I loved
but
it.
But everything he taught was very in-depth.
So much dialogue. Gosh, there was a lot. I loved it so much so because I loved the people that he touched in his life, because that's what the film is. It's interviews of the people that were close to him.
His crew, his family, friends. People along the way who kind of didn't like him.
Yeah.
Like that one reporter that was like, "Hey man, I just gotta ask, are you square? Are you straight?"
Yeah.
And then it turns out that they became friends.
Yeah.
But when they interviewed everybody, you could see in their face the love that they had, and how Rogers touched their life.
Affected them, and still affected us. Especially what I really did love about this movie was the ending. The ending was done so emotional, so much loving, so
charismatic,
much kindness. And so much...
It was sincere.
Yes, so much
the way his wife just says thank you, and then it ended.
Yeah, and then also just a question, though, like, in the very end, I don't know if you remember that. I remember, sort of, I'm probably saying it totally wrong, sorry, moviegoers, but it was just, you remember that person...
Oh, take a minute to think about that person who's made an impact in your life. Mm-hmm. And so they did that. And they interviewed each and every person, and they said who it was. And for most of them, it was their mothers. For some of them, it was Fred.
But you guys, the viewers, us, we all have that one person. And it was phenomenal. And that really did touch my heart a lot. And it just,
I thought it was good to see, throughout the documentary, people were like, "Oh, I remember this. I remember that. I remember Daniel the Tiger." Yeah. Did you know that they made a remake, spinoff of Daniel the Tiger's Neighborhood? Now it's called Daniel's Neighborhood. It's the same kind of theme song.
That's cool.
But it's all changed up a little for Daniel.
Dude,
and so,
man, what the heck? A spin-off of a TV show.
Yeah, when I got home after the screening,
yeah,
my wife was watching PBS with my son, and I just heard the theme song, and I was like, "Is that Mr. Rogers?" I got all excited.
Yeah.
And it was Daniel's Neighborhood. I was like, "Oh, it's not the same." But it's the
still,
same.
Yeah.
So that's something my son's gonna grow up with. Yeah.
You could even still show him Mr. Rogers still.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna show him Mr. Rogers.
And just every single and I loved how the chemistry between the people he affected. Everyone said the exact same thing, really, and it just shows that this guy was truth, and he was faithful, and that he was true to what he believed in.
Yeah.
And everything, just what he, everything. He's truly inspirational. I will say this moviegoers, it's truly inspirational to see that when you're on and off camera. Not to say that we're not like that, because we're pretty much the same on and off camera, but yeah, I mean, so what did you feel like the film needed? Because I mean, for me, I felt like the movie itself was structured very well, but I felt like, now I'm thinking about it, I felt like it could have been cut a little bit.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same, but there was just some stuff that kind of was necessary.
Yes.
You know, but what I did like...
I agree with you there.
What I did like was the 20 minutes that they spent on Rogers talking to Congress. Mm-hmm. Because if it wasn't for that, and you can see this on YouTube, he tells the Congress people, you know, I have this philosophical phrase. It's going to take me 10 minutes, but I'm going to talk about it. The congressman at the time didn't want anything to do with it. And he said, well, will it, you know, make you feel better if you read it? Mr. Rogers just spoke about it. And at the end, to see the change of heart, that the congressman was like, looks like you got your $20 million funding, because that was beautiful. Yeah. And you look at PBS Today, it really does mean from viewers like you, you know, like Mr. Rogers was the heart and soul. And he said, you know, we really need to do this fundamental training for children. Mm-hmm. And I just thought it was amazing.
Yes, I'm going to agree with you there. Was this the film that we deserved?
Yes, definitely most yes.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna say slightly yes. Granted, like I said already, it's just I felt like the movie could be cut a little bit less. It was 94 minutes long. But then again, that's probably just every single documentary. Sometimes it gets a little long. Sometimes yeah. But I mean, overall,
but I like.
Yeah. So rate 1 out of 10. What are you gonna give it?
I'm gonna give it a 9, just because it was so well put. But
dude, every single press screen, you give it like a 9 or 10. Dude,
I know. I can hear.
What the heck? Moviegoers, tell them. Comment on down below.
The only thing is, it was just that, you know, it was just a little too long. Okay. You know, I kind of fidgeted here and there, but I'm gonna
give it a 6. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give it a 6. I think that's a solid, good rating for it. And for what we got out of it, would you recommend this movie?
Oh, most definitely.
I recommend it, moviegoers. If you love Mr. Rogers, if you grew up with him, even if you saw one episode, go see this movie. Go see this documentary of this great man.
Even if you don't know or don't even like Mr. Rogers, it's interesting to watch.
Just to see the background, where he came from, because there's a lot of stuff I didn't know about him that he did.
I didn't know he was a sniper. No, I'm just kidding.
He's doing. All right, would you buy this movie?
I don't think I'd buy it.
Yeah, me neither.
I think if it's on Netflix, I'll save it.
Add it to your list.
Yeah.
Check mark.
If it's on my Fire Stick, I'll put it on there.
Yep, put it on there.
Yeah.
All right, moviegoers all over the world. As always, I am your host, Ryan D. Ryan680.
I'm Juan the Cook Cranium.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk, guys. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Give us a thumbs up if you like our video, guys. Have a wonderful day. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.